It's just finished. The song, I mean, Bomboleo.
Well, hello and welcome back, and thanks for coming back. We're on the downtown Kato Paphos Promenade. We're on through the little cut-throughs, which is slowly but surely being refurbished. If you look very, very carefully now, half of it is almost complete in a rather nice cobblestone effect. Look at that. So these are the side short cut-throughs, we call them, from the road to the rear of the Kato Paphos Promenade. And of course that road takes you past Deborah O'Rourke's favourite resort, and that's the Basilica Resort. And the road improvements are coming on very, very well, and I'm sure it'll all be complete for your next visit with Mr. Will. Now, without further ado, let's introduce you to the most beautiful woman in the world, and of course her name is Miss Archin. Grazie via la bouffe.
Why did you scare the girl, by the way? The girl got scared. What is this voice coming out from your mouth? Not mouth. Hello everybody. How nice to see you again and again. Mouse. Not mouse.
Not mouses.
Mouse is this little rat. It's
Well, I am a
mouse.
little rat.
Mouse is the little friend of the rat.
Yes, indeed. And of course, I am a little rat. Now, we're going to join the downtown Kato Paphos Promenade down one of the cut-throughs, and that is the view out into the blueness. That's the blue Mediterranean Sea. The sky is still looking rather blue. The sea, guess what? That's looking blue. Mr. Paul, well, one thing's for sure, he's dressed head to toe in blue. So that must mean one thing. All that is missing is...
You. Of course you. So get yourself on the big bird or a canoe and start paddling like crazy. It's because we all impatiently waiting just for you.
We are indeed. And of course you forgot to mention the superstar, Lord Julian. And of course his blonde beauty, the wonderful Lady Bridget. And they're on a honeymoon of a lifetime, and now he's enjoying his brand new Sony camera, and he's taking still pictures of pretty much anything that moves or doesn't move. We're joining the downtown Kato Paphos Promenade. We're in the middle of October, if you're curious to know, and if you want to know what the temperature is, 25 degrees. A very, very slight breeze and literally zero humidity. It's downtown Kato paradise. If you're looking for somewhere spectacular to come for that week away, that last bit of winter sun before Christmas comes a knocking, yep, it's not far away. Perhaps you're going to come for a fortnight, or perhaps you're going to come for the rest of your life. Downtown Paphos has got to be at the very, very top of your list indeed. As we look up into the heavens, we can see there's a goldenness, because that means that the sun has set and it's gone off on its travels, and it's going to pop its head up in downtown Kato, Australia, and say a very, very Kalimera indeed to the princess in charge of Oz. And of course that's Princess Helen, and of course she's got a helper down there in downtown Tasmania, and of course that is Lady Maria. A very, very Kalimera to you, and a big shout out to Neophytus and of course Mr. Leon. Thanks for watching, and of course that is in the distance the downtown Kato Paphos Harbour, and you can see the castle is all lit up in pink, and there's like a spectrum of different colours. When it's nice, it's nice. You can see the colours are slowly starting to change. It goes from pinkish to yellowish to bluish to greenish, and it does look absolutely spectacular. Let's have a word with the most beautiful woman in the world.
Eventually, how it happened with you, Mr. Paul? You're talking for a half an hour without non-stop, and you eventually decided to give me a word. People, I'm gonna complain, he doesn't give me a word. And I'm gonna make a war, a huge Second World War, happens in between me and Mr. Paul very, very soon, coming up. And, my God, did you really remember I'm here?
Oh my goodness.
Okay. I would like to say that that color of the sky today, it's amazing. I have never seen such a beautiness on the sky ever in my life. Don't forget, I'm 150 years old. Second, that Ford's colors, Ford's castle colors, because of the projectors that hitting on it. It's my favorite violet, brightish violet color. And I can observe the baby moon on the sky, hiding time to the various little clouds, and then coming back again. How wonderful. All I wanted to say, it's my emotions, what I can observe around me. And yes, to the left hand side, I will not give him a word now. To the left hand side, I can see the big bird. Obviously, one of our family members flying towards us.
Yes, indeed. The big bird is up in the sky, and of course, there's the little moon she's talking about. If you look very, very carefully, it's just peeking its little head out from around the clouds. That is quite simply a view to die for. Paphos at its very, very best indeed. Middle of October, wow, absolutely spectacular. And as we were standing just over there, I understood that that was the Azure, which of course is blue restaurant cafeteria. And I remember last December having a spectacular meal and a great chat, and we built a great friendship with some superstars all the way from downtown in Wiltshire. And of course that was Sir Richard, his lady Julie Nash, and of course our little mate who's not that little, and that was something we're talking about, Viscount Leo. And rumour has it that they're coming to Paphos again.
Very nice, Mr. Paul. And by the way, can I talk now as well? Thank you very much. By the way...
Mucho gracias.
I'm mixing up all the languages I know. By the way, I've just observed that lovely, our Lord Nigel's big guns favorite shop, and I wonder when he comes, how many watches will he buy, Mr. Paul? Do you bet he's gonna buy 4?
I think 2.
4?
Well, Lady so sweet Caroline will do very well as well then. That's for sure. That's the special jewellery shop
Nigel,
over there.
Please buy 4. Don't let me down, because the betting is a very serious task.
Well, buying 4, to be honest, is quite unlucky, so I would buy 4 but give 1 to me. I'll have the Breitling chronograph, I think it's called, quite cheap at about €7,000. Now, let's keep going. We're on the downtown Kato Paphos Promenade on a truly spectacality of an evening indeed. October and November, to be honest, if you live in Cyprus, are 2 of the best possible months because the temperature stays above 20, often it's in the mid-20s if you're curious to know. We do get the odd shower, but of course the rain showers don't last very long, and of course the ambient temperature, 22, 23, 24, 25, whatever water does deposit itself on the island of love soon evaporates back up into the heavens and leaves us in downtown paradise. Now, we've mentioned this before, but now there's 2 lights out on the downtown Kato Paphos Promenade, so someone in one of the offices somewhere in Paphos needs to pull their finger out of that, yes, and get these bulbs changed, because it's a shame, because you walk into darkness. And I'm not complaining because we're trying to make a YouTube video, I'm talking about for the tourists that are in downtown Paphos. The next restaurant coming up is the Captain's Bistro. There it is, it's about half full, and we're quite early in the evening service, so they're doing quite well, and they do a great buffet, and they do mezes, they have happy hours. That is probably one of the busiest cafeteria restaurants on the downtown Kato Paphos Promenade. The Captain's View, which is located upstairs, has now closed down for the winter season, but that will be rebooting back up in around April, especially for you.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Paul, for giving me a but this time I don't know what to say, unfortunately.
There we are.
No, I can easily say. By the way, when you were saying that Lord Nigel, buy 4 and give me 1 watch, do you need, after the Rolex, that Brightless? After the Rolex, who's taken this watch? You don't need it. You're getting very greedy, Mr.
I'll give it as a gift to one of the 2 twins in downtown damp Cardiff. Lord Jeremy, Lord Simon will do a heads-up flick Watch Lord Nigel presents it to me, and I'll present it to you. What's coming up next? Well, the moorings is on the right-hand side. Again, that's a very, very busy restaurant cafeteria, open all day and all the way up until, well, kicking out time, which at the moment is around about 11:30, 12 o'clock. But of course, if your table is occupied, they'll keep serving you, that's for sure. They'll keep on taking those spondoolies. If your name is Miss Izzy and there's a man in your life called Mr. Allen, on the right hand side is the English Rose cafeteria. Great breakfast first thing in the morning, and again stays open through lunch and the evening meal. Now, what's coming up over here? Look, Mr. Chris is back. He's grabbing those last few days to take your money and to present you with some spectacular Mediterranean sea sponges. And as we can see, there's some people popping over and having a look and having a good feel to see just how nice these Mediterranean sea sponges are. So let's go and have a word with Mr. Chris, because he is the most famous man in the world. Yasu Gumbaro.
Yasu Gumbaro, kalispera.
Have you been busy?
No.
Not?
No busy, no cigar, no nothing.
No. Never mind. Are you going to hang around for another couple of weeks till the end of October? Yeah.
End of October, I think the last day.
So if anybody wants to bring Mr. Chris a cigar, you've got another couple of weeks to go. Now, look who has joined Mr. Chris. He's exercising. This is Mr. Konstantinos. He is the write your name on a grain of rice, and he's exercising like crazy because he's getting ready to swim back home to Skithos, which is the island of love where his wife Katerina is, and of course she's already taken all of his money back with him, so now he's got to swim, so he's limbering up. But luckily for him, unluckily for him, I'm going to say, he's getting a bit old. He's getting that little bit old. It's like a workout with the superstar known as Jane Fonda, but with a twist. This is a workout with Konstantinos. How are you doing? You all right?
Yeah. I'm ready.
Are you missing her? Are you missing Katerina?
Swimming.
Are you missing Katerina?
Yeah, I'm missing, and I must go swimming now.
Yeah?
To see Katerina.
Are you going to get your money back?
I take the money, all the money.
Get the money back, yes.
Without money.
Good to see you, Labu.
By the way, it was so funny for me. Before we saw Konstantinos, obviously this is his last days here, he is going back. But when we mentioned Katerina, he said to us that, you see, she left with all the money he earned during this summertime, and there is no money left for Mr. Konstantinos to get a big bird to pay for a ticket flight. So he's exercising now to get in a very good shape in order to jump to the sea and get up to the nearest Crete or somewhere nearest island. So, which is, in his opinion, is going to be much cheaper to get up to Katerina to see her.
So his idea is to first swim to Crete, then island hop all the way to Skithos, which, if you're curious to know, is where the Mamma Mia movie was made.
I will employ him here for 1-2 weeks. If he makes some money, okay. If not...
Well, hold on a minute. You've been employing me here for months and I haven't had any money. Hold on. Let's see if you can catch. Let's see if you can catch. Yeah, he can catch. Let's see if he can catch. Yes, he can. Let's get him something bigger. There we are. Let's try that one. I'll tell you what. Let's try that one. Let's see if he can catch that one. Can you catch? Whoa!
Thank you very much.
There we are. There we are. So if you're looking for a Mediterranean sea sponge, that last bit of Paphos to take back home to wherever you may be from, perhaps if you're from downtown in Krakow and your name is Miss Anna, our superstar, get yourself on a big bird or a canoe and get yourself down here and get one of these natural Mediterranean sea sponges which are harvested off the floor of the blue Mediterranean Sea, about 5 miles out, 30 to 40 metres down. That's where they're coming from. So these are genuine, authentic Mediterranean sea sponges. And if you want to buy one, that's the only man that's licensed to sell them in the entire world. And there's his man looking after his money. I think what you should do is start putting your hand in his pocket.
Okay.
Hold on, Marika's going to tell us a joke.
He said, if the sharks will leave him safe and will not eat Konstantinos while he's swimming towards Katerina, he'll be back in April next year with a full of energy and soil and to make people happy, and he will make the same job with his wonderful wife from April
next year. He'll be back.
Lucky.
If he's,
Don't eat me the shark.
if the shark will not eat.
Hold on, Chris.
Because he's desperate about money.
Yes.
He's sitting next to me.
Yeah.
I will
So I
lock
understand.
my
Yeah. He's
pocket.
padlock in his pocket because he's worried that Konstantinos is going to get that Katerina fever. There we are, that Katerina fever, and try and steal that money. There we are. Two great kumbarus on the downtown Kato Paphos Promenade. We're going to miss them like crazy when they shut down. You have a great trip back to Skiathos, and our love to Katerina. I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the like, click that, subscribe, and perhaps come back for a little bit more of our complete and utter madness. And if you want to help us out on the channel, keep us afloat, keep us making these special videos for you. And of course, if you want a special shout out, if it's for a birthday, an anniversary, if you want me to call your cat in, all you got to do is Google these magic words: Marika and me, buy me a coffee, Marika and me. Up will come our landing page, and you will have the opportunity to purchase that virtual coffee, or 2, or 3, or 4, or 5. And we thank each and every one of you that has. You can also choose to become one of our superstar members at only €10 a month, and we thank each and every person that has chosen to do it. Sir Michael Crompton, we thank you from the bottom of our 2 hearts. Lady Rachel, the Cheshire grinning cat man known as Sir Jason, we thank you from the bottom of our 2 hearts. Lady Ali, Sir Neil, we thank you from the bottom of our 2 hearts.
Of course, thank you very much to everyone who is supporting our channel with the honesty and from the bottom of their heart. We had such a laugh, by the way. Konstantinos is really a funny guy, and together now they make a duo of the funny guy's performance in front of the people, making them happy and so on. And I would like to tell you many kisses to send you from this lovely island of love, and tell you how much we're loving you and kissing you from the bottom of our 2 hearts.
I'm going to say a big shout out to some of the stars that watch the show. Of course, if your name's Lady Anne, the girl in charge, a big shout out to you in downtown Hartlepool. Sir Martin, Lady Victoria, we're missing you like crazy. I'll be lighting up a Romeo and Juliet and thinking of you especially, and I'll be doing a little bit of lardy-darring for Sir Bernard and of course Lady Jan. And of course I'll be remembering my great friend in downtown Dublin with his otching for Stevie LaBouffe, the one and only Lord Derrick's Scully. Thanks for watching, and of course we'll see you again very soon. We're going to go and storm the Kato Paphos Harbour especially for you.